Hi guys, I thought I'd give you another update video on Ourunraveled.com. So they have moved to a new hosting software or whatever. And so it looks a lot different than the last time I recorded and gave you the glimpse. This new software allowed them to make a groups tab. So I have already created the Unseen Strands podcast group. And of course, remember my colors are inverted and that I use a screen reader. So let's see. I can show you what it would look like, kind of, sort of, to you just a second. Haha, okay. Sorry, I kind of forgot that I can do that. I can transfer back and forth between the two, although it's easier to transfer out than to transfer in. So that's what you normally would see. And that's kind of how this, it's a little hard to find things, I think, on this platform, but that might just be things need to be better, like heading lined, censored, and stuff for the screen reader. But I'm sure that'll all come in good time. It took about a couple weeks for them to move over to this new software, so I'm sure it'll take a couple more weeks to, polish the new software and so forth. Plus, they are working on several other things. I was going through the forums and I noticed that they had a tracking stash thread open of the things that you would like to see in that kind of tool added to the site. I really like our Unraveled because they are so upfront and willing to take the input of the users and very willing to try and do everything to make everyone happy. I know that's impossible to do, of course, but I really enjoy that they are very user-based focused. I also know they are working on the marketplace, although I saw there was a tab or a, a thread for it that was open, but I did not get to reading that yet. So I know they are working on the marketplace. I know they are just trying to, do things to make this a great place for the fiber crafters. I'll show you now what our little home space looks like. Okay, oh, sorry guys. Left the screen reader running there. This is my profile. I have clicked on the media tab and you can see you can add things like photos and videos. Now the problem is that I cannot seem to upload them from the tabs in the comment box, but I can add the photos and stuff from, there's a box beneath. I'll show you that in a second. So I think there might still be a bug to work out there, but we are, getting a little more of our doability in sharing content and being able to subscribe to people instead of just finding your friends and then having to wander aimlessly looking for more content that is put out by them. See, now where my upload thing is, where my mouse is, that's the upload that actually works, whereas the one in the comments about the comment thing does not work. At least for me. I might be doing something wrong, but that's what I've noticed so far. Now, this new software has allowed them to do project blogs, is what they call it, which gives you a space to kind of make a project page, but they're a little not quite as open sourced as the Ravelry ones, but they do give you a place to track your projects now. And of course, we have our general forums area. So that is the new Ourunraveled.com with, of course, many more things coming soon. This is being run by a husband who is working on his time off, so of course it's going to be slow going. I think they might have a team of other people helping them now. I'm not exactly sure on that point, but this is by far my favorite site that has come up in the recent past. Now, I just wanted to specify for any of those wondering, I have looked into Lovecrafts. From what I can tell, I know Lovecrafts does have a great pattern source currently, which is great, but it's not the only thing we need. And the problem that I have with Lovecrafts, it is very product driven. So of course they are a selling platform, and therefore they want to sell you their products. And so everything is geared to selling you things. And so of course their advertisement of their own products is going to be huge. It's not a huge issue, but it does make me less likely to use that site because I just need a space to be myself and not have everything else pushed upon me for products, especially products that are not easily accessible to me. So yeah, that would be my issue with Lovecrafts. There was another one, Adventures in Yarn, I think, was making a platform. I did send a request to get a link to be invited to check that one out. I have not gotten any response to my request yet. And Fiberocity as well as Ourunraveled both have kind of changed. I think the one great thing about Ourunraveled is they do already have a platform for patterns. I don't know if that's just sharing free patterns, but they did have a pattern database that was starting to be formed. There was only like a handful of patterns on it when I saw it, but they do have a tab now that is patterns. But Fiberocity really seems to be dying off, in my opinion. I can't seem to do anything on the site anymore. I did finally get my profile picture up on there, but otherwise there just isn't very much information on there. There is an announcements group or tab or whatever, and there has absolutely been no post made in that area. And I think that was the other one that had like the Facebooky section, like you could have a wall and stuff, and now you can't do anything with that. I have trouble getting information to save, and I just can't seem to do much with it. So I've kind of not looking super into Fiberocity and Ourunraveled, but I will keep an eye on them in case they start to really pull ahead. But that's just kind of an update for you guys on the new sites to be using. I know I did not get a weekly whip video up for you. Things are just going really slow. I've really been trying to focus on the spinning for the tour or spindy fleece and cleaning. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this edition of Loose Threads and our July update for Ourunraveled.com. If you like this video, I would appreciate it if you could hook the like button and subscribe. Talk to you later, guys.